second, everybody. You're going here in a minute. Going in just a minute. There we go. Hold on a second, everybody. Let me see, I think I had the mic muted. Let me switch back over to the other mic. Okay, guys, please bear with me. We're having some issues here, so please, just a few minutes to get this sorted out. I'm just one man here, just one guy. Okay, guys, please bear with me. Just a second here. Figure out why we're not getting audio from that source. Very strange we're not getting audio from this source. Just a few minutes, guys. A few minutes, folks. I gotta figure out why we're not able to get audio from the proper source. Very important we do this now and not later. Okay, so I don't know if the issue is just there's not enough power in the battery or what, but we'll have to give it a few minutes. We'll let that mic charge up. I know that this mic works. So I don't know. I know. but it's not good. We don't want to be using this microphone here, but we'll just have to use this for the time being. Apparently, there's no fuel. Is there seriously no fuel in this town?
Head west on US 20 West.
I don't know who this is. Whoever this is behind me, I gotta keep going here. I think I gotta go get some fuel. Really gotta get this done. But we are in barely Nebraska, almost Wyoming.
In 1,000 feet, your destination.
In Harrison right now. So look at our Supercell coming across. It is a pretty, looks like a big hailer. Oh boy, I hope we have gas. Because maps said we did, and if there's not, it's a bit of an issue. Okay, we have like an ancient fuel station. This is going to be interesting. It's one of these. Oh boy. Okay, hold on a minute. This is going to be interesting. Alright guys, we are, I'll show you this ancient gas pump I'm using. We're able to use, I'm able to pay inside, they say. I'll show you this antique, this is kind of neat. Heck yeah. Went back in time to 1990.
There's also a place called West on the. I'll see when we get closer.
divided by 14. Okay, so I just paid $4.25 a gallon. But that's not the gas station's fault. I mean, their hands are kind of tied. But no, so you got this antique pump, and you got to go inside to pay with a card, but it's on like a T1 line or a dial-up line or something. So it takes like, it took like 3 minutes for the card to phone home and make the sale. But they were very nice, and they're open till 5:30. So I'm going to go west. I was going to shoot north, but I think I want to head west and take a peek at this. I thought this thing was moving quicker than it is. I'm going to go west. I was going to shoot north. But yeah, we're good to go. We got fuel. Storm is severe right now. It's it's between here and Lusk, Oklahoma. Or Jesus Christ, Wyoming. Sorry. Yeah, whoever the family is or whatever that runs that gas station, very nice. I'm kind of a big fan of those small town places, but their pump was fast. I mean, it gave me like 14 gallons in like a minute. I'm actually pretty impressed. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Sorry about the slow start here, audio issues. I don't know why our the proper mic is not working. It's possible it's just because it was so dead, so we'll leave it charge up for a bit, and hopefully it'll work then, because when it starts raining, this mic is just going to pick up too much rain noise. Yeah, that gas station is really the only show in town. So, I mean, you could tell that it's an old operation because I had to sign the credit card receipt. I got charged a credit card fee, which is kind of funny. But no, they were very nice there, and I appreciated the lady in there because she understood that I was in a hurry. In and I asked, I'm like, so what do I do? I've got a card and I need gas very badly. And I said, I'm really in a hurry and I need to get the gas ASAP. And she goes, oh, just go pump it and we'll deal with it. Come back in and we'll deal with it. I'm like, perfect. I don't carry cash anymore, no. So I have to pay with card. I don't carry cash because, guys, I've had people come up and threaten to do some not so nice things to me, especially this year. So I don't carry any cash because I'm not going to have somebody steal that. So I have a multitude of different cards and payment methods, but I carry spare fuel, but not enough to do much with. So we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's for 1.5 inch hail now, it looks like. Came up to me at that gas station and showed me a picture of looked like a high base funnel cloud on this thing from a little while ago, back on the Wyoming side. Severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for 1.5 inch hail, 60 mile/h winds. It's for Sioux County and Niobrara County. Folks, let me test these mics. You're going to lose audio for just a second. I want to see if I was able to get the microphone. Oh, that looks much better. I'm seeing a waveform now, so stand by. Okay. Yeah, there we go. See how much nicer this audio is? Just a second. Let's see if I was able to get the microphone. That looks much better. Hold on, stand by with the audio loop here. I'll go away in a second. Okay. Yeah, there we go. See how much nicer this audio is? Fixed. So yeah, I was just so dead working. These are more hail producers than anything. I have to be a little bit careful with oh geez, sorry, this guy's just pulling up the roof here. I have to be a little bit careful with no idea why that guy's pulling over. Here. He just don't want anybody behind him. I have to be a little bit careful with where we're positioned today, because many of these areas out here have no service. Like, for example, right now we have no cell signal. We are 100% on the satellite. And if we get on the south side of the storm and get too close to it, we're going to start losing our satellite connection. So I have to position a little bit creatively here. Probably going to have a lot of dead zones today. Well, thanks for the super chat. Yeah, so I forgot to give you the update on the tornado plushies. I did find a company that can do it. I need to, supposedly I can get some samples worked out, but I was able to confirm. I thought I had a company that could do that before. It sounded like they wanted a minimum order of like 10,000. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But I think I found a company that can do them. Crossed into Wyoming. Now, this is very rare for the stream to go here. Not very frequently in Wyoming. What do you guys want to do? Should we try to get up in there real quick? See if we can get a little bit closer without losing signal, see if we can see something? The other option is we can just turn around and eventually we have to move east. As you can see here, take a look at the storm and the movement. But I think we probably should get up in here and see what it looks like. At least briefly. We've got a road that goes north in 1 mile. Audio is very low. Probably should get up in here. I got it just fine. The other mic is too hot, so that's probably why. Tassel. Look at this, Van Tassel, population 22. Okay. Population 22. Oh shit, I just passed somebody. Turn around, I passed the road. Nobody behind us. Man, this is so pretty out here. Wait till you see this, folks, when we turn the corner here. Look at this scenery. Yes, ma'am?
We got something rolling up here.
Something rolling?
Yeah, like twister.
No, just a hailstorm.
Great.
Yeah.
How big a hail?
I don't know yet. Probably about to find out.
I know it got pretty brisk up here yesterday. Well, I guess this morning early. About 40 mile an hour winds, man. Just
Yeah.
shit piles of
You got
rain on us.
you got about 10 minutes or so.
Well, we're heading to town. I live up there.
Which way are you going? That way or that way? That way? Well, you're going, well, it won't be that bad over there.
What about here?
Here we might have a problem. So, I don't know. I'll go find out.
Trish,
Yep. Really poor signal right here, guys. I don't know if it's going to get any better. I may have to turn back around and go south. I am recording though, so it happens. Beautiful terrain. Yeah, we're gonna turn around. We're gonna turn around. I'm not gonna have any. We're gonna totally lose signal up ahead. Bear with me a minute here. We'll go east and catch it at Harrison. Hold on, I'm trying to spin you folks around. There's just really not a lot going up in there that warrants going into a deep dead zone. most areas out here, so we're reliant on satellite, which doesn't work very well underneath or in close proximity to bad weather. So that's going to happen. No big deal. No big deal. The signal always comes back eventually. Satellite service, but you know, it could crap out here at any minute. This thing looks like, well, there is a south road out of Harrison. It's Highway 29. Probably end up taking that. If we need to backtrack, we can go back west and go down 78 out of Van Tassel. I don't think I want to do that. I think we're kind of in a waiting game right now. We kind of just need to sit and wait for this thing. See what it ends up looking like. Liking the stream and hitting the subscribe button. You can visit our website, seethestorm.net. We're live in the Radar Omega app as always. Tracking this severe thunderstorm. There it is right there. It's moving very slowly north of Highway 20 right now. It's actually not a bad looking storm. I think I can see what looks to be a forming wall cloud there in the middle. I don't know if it looks like... It's hard to see on camera, I know. Just, you know, because we're so far. Let me see if I can try to find a spot that I can pull off and we'll zoom in. It's so tough to chase out here. Just, you know, I mean, it's not that you can't see anything, it's just... It's such a pain in the rear end to try to stream anything. It's definitely tempting to develop some sort of a wall cloud. Driveway. Heck yes. 1041. Look at that. And we appear to have signal. God. Isn't that... Wow. Something's working out in our favor for once. How often does that happen? Like, never? Big wall cloud. Holy moly. It's trying to form. Post a picture to X or Z or Y or whatever the hell we're calling it today. Comes everybody. Folks, I'm gonna continue focusing on the storm here. Wall cloud's kind of junky looking. Probably need to get up on the other side of them power lines, but we have signal. I'm afraid to move. It's like, you know, it's not broken, so don't try to fix it kind of thing. I would start time-lapsing this, but I think we want to save the Insta360 battery power. I almost think that our parent wall cloud, or our main wall cloud, might actually be over here to my north. Hold on, let me try to spin the roof camera, and then I'll switch you over for a second. Take a look at the roof camera as I'm spinning around. Now you're pointing to the north. So you've got a secondary, or a second lowering there. I believe that actually may be our main wall cloud. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is. Oh, fudge. Hold on, guys. Oh, it's frickin' power lines killing my shot. I don't know if I can catch. There we go. That's not too bad, right? Alright, you just focus on that for a second. Here, I'll get out. Okay, so we'll see if this actually can hold a connection on the out here. Here, I'll just come into the car here. This thing's got really cold inflow. Really cold inflow. That appears to be the cell behind it down there. Yeah, this thing's got super cold inflow. That's causing problems with it. We need warm air, not cold air. But regardless, what a pretty looking storm. I'm not used to being in the passenger seat here. You can see it's starting to rain right there. gonna go rooftop. I'm basically gonna start preparing to possibly move because we're losing satellite connection. It's a miracle we've actually got AT&T somehow connected here. I'm gonna leave you on the roof. Let me get out for a second. You can really hear the power lines whistling with the wind here. This is a pretty storm though. How do I know that it's cold inflow? Because I'm standing outside the car. It's very cold. The inflow is just cold. Continue to watch for a minute here. This thing is approaching. Thing's not even rotating. Well, not that I can tell from here. It does not appear to be rotating at all. I'll give you a zoomed in shot here for a minute. But I don't see any spin in it. Well, actually, no, it is spinning. Very slowly. If you watch it there, you can see some left to right motion on the front and right to left on the back. So that feature is spinning, but I don't really think that we're in any sort of tornadic storm here. It's not very intense. I'll look at radar here. I don't want to cut away from the shot here, but I don't really see much on radar that's concerning. We've actually got an area. Here, I'll try to give you a wider shot. I'm going to try to get this in the whole shot here. See, that's on the south side of this this punch, I think. So I don't, guys. I think the storm is in the process of organizing. It's not quite ready to do anything crazy right now. Our parent, what I would expect to become our main circulation, would probably be over there to the right a little bit more. But you can see our wall cloud is going through some sort of a cycle here. It's falling apart and kind of reforming. We're about to have to move. We'll have to go to Harrison and then go south on 29, which should not be a big deal. Should not be a big deal. Tony. That just looks like a big scud mess right now. I don't think that's tornadic. You know, I could sit here and scream, "Oh my God, tornado!" You know, and get all the views, but I don't. I'm just trying to be honest with you folks. I really don't see a tornado forming out of that. Not at the moment, anyway. It is entirely possible that this storm could be a tornado producer, maybe down the road a little bit, but right now, not so much. I'll give you a rooftop view here for a minute. And point you off toward the other part of this. Yeah, this thing's kind of crapping out a bit. Let's get south a little bit on, let's get to Harrison and get south, otherwise we're just going to get caught in the rain. We go south a little bit, we're going to be able to hopefully see back up in there a little bit more, or a little bit better. I don't know if this thing's going to continue moving east or if it'll start moving southeast. To be determined. That's where my main area of interest is back up in there. Beautiful storm, though. I think we'll drop south. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't want to stay on 20 because that's just going to put us in the hail core and we won't be able to see anything. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm going to need a list of all the Sonics. No, I appreciate the super chat, though. I don't think there's really much for Sonics up here. I think the closest one's probably North Platte, if even. It could be our, like, chief food officer or something. Sorry, everybody. We're having a tough time interacting with the chat because the chat device is barely staying connected. Difficult data area. Thanks, Liz, for your super chat. Look at this. Low contrast again, though. But man, it's pretty. We're at 29, so I'm going to go north, maybe just 1,000 feet, 1/10 of a mile, maybe north of the intersection, and then we'll turn around and drop south. I just want to see if I can get us a little bit better view for a split second before we lose it, because we're going to have to go south. You know, we just don't have a good option for roads.
All over Lakota and the following counties in Wyoming, Goshen, and Niobrara. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 689, effective.
Oh, man.
The National Weather Service in Cheyenne has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Sioux County in the panhandle of Nebraska until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 3:47 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Harrison, or 31 miles east of Lusk, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 2-inch hail and 60 miles an hour
Holy
wind
cow.
gusts.
Look at this thing.
This is a radar-indicated threat.
We gotta get south
The
of
following
it.
impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding,
This thing's
and
gonna come
trees.
in here quicker than
Locations
anybody's
of hazards
business.
include Harrison and Fort Robinson Campground. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Severe thunderstorm warning
Large hail and
extended.
damaging winds and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following county: Sioux, Nebraska. This is a severe thunderstorm message for the following counties in Nebraska: Fox Butte, Dawes, Garden, Morrill, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux. In the following counties in South Dakota: Fall River and Oglala, Lakota. And the following counties in Wyoming: Goshen and Niobrara. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm number 689, effective until 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Nebraska: Fox Butte, Dawes, Garden, Morrill, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux. And the following counties in South Dakota: Fall River and Oglala, Lakota. And the following counties in Wyoming: Goshen and Niobrara. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are
Get south of town here and probably have a good view again.
including large hail and damaging winds in close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent,
Severe thunderstorm warning is still in effect. We do have east options once we get farther south,
the leader's statements
so we'll be able to get back east and keep up with it.
weather radio, commercial
We're gonna have some issues with signal here for a little bit though, just because of our proximity to the
severe
storm.
weather information. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For NOAA's All Hazards radio station KXI-20. A severe thunderstorm.
I want to stay on the south side of this here. If it does produce a tornado, this is the only place we're going to be able to see it from. If we sit up there on Highway 20, we're not going to be able to see it. We are not, if we're anywhere north of our position right now, if this thing tornadoes, we will not see it. It will not be possible. We'll be in the rain course. We have to be south of these big HP storms. Looks like it's starting to take a bit of a southeast dive as well. So no, for the 15th time, this is not running away from the storm. I just don't. I guess I don't get off on sitting in the middle of a rain core. I'm sorry, that's not interesting to me. I want to see what's going on with this thing. I want to see the tornado. I want to see the structure. I don't just want to see hail hitting my windshield. That's boring. Honestly, I mean, sorry for the disappointment, I guess, but to me it makes more sense to position ourselves so we can see a potential tornado if one develops. I want to go maybe about a high spot that I came across when I was coming up here. That it was up on top of the hill. You should be able to see for miles. That we could just watch this thing approach. Somebody had a super chat, but I missed it. Scotts Bluff is the closest sound, really? That surprises me. I didn't realize Scotts Bluff had, like, anything. No. I just passed that little turn off, that pull off that I was talking about. Shit. Darn it. Looking for the next pull off. second to back up. I don't want to give this line of cars a heart attack. Come on, guys. Keep going. There
The
you go.
temperature was 63 degrees, the dew point was 54, and the relative humidity was 72%. The wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour. The pressure
We'll go back to that spot. It was a pretty good one.
Or
somebody else takes it.
The wind was east at 14, gusting to 24. At 50, the temperature was 72. The wind was east at 16, gusting to 24.
2-inch hail is possible in there. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'll give you a quick radar update. That is Radar Omega, folks. Is this our pull off? Oh, shoot, somebody took it. Crap, we weren't quick enough. This storm's huge. Alright, we're going to flip back around up here.
Nebraska, and now Wyoming. This is a severe thunderstorm.
It's probably going to be very pretty here in a couple of hours.
The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 689, effective until 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Nebraska: Fox Butte, Dawes, Garden, Morrill, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux, and the following counties in South Dakota: Fall River and Oglala, Lakota, and the following counties in Wyoming, Goshen, and Niobrara. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and
Look
possible
at the size of that storm.
Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For NOAA's All Hazards radio station KX 920, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties: Sioux, Nebraska. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties: Sioux, Nebraska, and Niobrara, Wyoming. Severe thunderstorm watch number 689 has been issued until 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties in Nebraska.
Okay, folks, we'll continue watching from here.
Morrill, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux, and the following counties in South Dakota:
to get the chat back. Switch the connections.
Temperature was 68 degrees. The dew point was 53, and the relative humidity was 58%. The wind was southeast at 12 miles
What
an
a
hour.
beautiful
The
sight.
pressure was 29.92 inches and falling. And the winds.
Starting to get some cold outflow here.
The temperature was 63 degrees. The dew point was 54, and the relative
We'll give this another minute.
72%. The wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.95 inches and falling. In Scotts Bluff, the temperature was 69. The wind was east at 14, gusting to 24. At Sydney, the temperature was 72. The wind was east at 16, gusting to 24. The National Weather Service in Cheyenne.
All right, let's flip around and get moving.
Northern Sioux County in the Panhandle of Nebraska until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 3:47 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Harrison, 31 miles east of Russ, moving east at 30 miles an hour. The expected hazards include 260 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and
I
animals.
want to stay a little bit farther south because we're going to need that time to get east. Shoot, chat was froze again. Come on, YouTube, get your stuff together. I'm just not going to have access to chat here for a little bit, it looks like. Going south on 29. There is an east option off of 29 down here. It looks pretty sketchy, though. But we'll probably try taking that. Want to get a little bit ahead of this thing so we can see some of the structure and actually appreciate the storm. It's quite the structure show. This thing's really not a tornado producer, though. Not anytime quite yet, though. Or not anytime real soon yet, that's for sure. Hold on, there's a car parked sideways in the middle of the road up here. There they moved, okay. But you can see just how big this is. Once we get about a mile down the road, we should be able to see the entire core of that thing. It'll be a really, really pretty shot. A little Look at this thing, guys. I'm heading south. You're looking back north. It's hard to see much detail because it's so dark in there. This road's going to turn east any moment. We should be in a pretty good position here to track along with it. This storm needs a little half-inch hail now.
The thunderstorm was located 9 miles east of Harrison, or 36 miles west of Chadron, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tennis ball-sized hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations of include. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Repeating, a severe thunder's in effect until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties: Sioux, Nebraska. It's 4:04 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located 9 miles east of Harrison, or 36 miles west of Chadron, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tennis ball-sized hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Harrison and Fort Robinson
Pull off right up
campground.
here. Got a north road.
For your
Pull off
protection,
on.
move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties: Sioux, Nebraska. This is a severe thunderstorm message for the following counties in Nebraska: Montgomery, Dawes, Garden. Coral, 89, effective until 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Nebraska: Montgomery, Dawes, Garden, Coral, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux, and the following counties in South Dakota: Fall River and Western Dakota, and the following counties in Wyoming, Goshen, and Niobrara. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watched area.
Really poor signal up here. Once we stop, it might stabilize. If not, we may have to drop south a little bit.
Weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to the weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. For noise all hazards radio station KXI 20. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties: Sioux, Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm warning number 689 has been issued until 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties in Nebraska: Montgomery, Dawes, Garden, Coral, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux, and the following counties in South Dakota: Fall River and Western Dakota, and the following counties in Wyoming, Goshen, and Niobrara.
We have roof view. This is looking off to the west.
It was partly sunny. The temperature was 68 degrees, the dew point was 53, and the relative humidity was 58%.
Pretty small.
The wind was
Outflow over there. That's all outflow driven.
The pressure was 29.92 inches and falling. At Alliance, it was cloudy. The temperature was 63 degrees, the dew point was 54, and the relative humidity was 72%. The wind was southeast at 13 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.95 inches and falling. At Scotts Bluff, the temperature was 69. The wind was east at 14, gusting to 24. At Sydney, the temperature was 72. The wind was east.
All right, we'll watch off to the west here for just a minute. Eventually we will have to get east, but we should be able to sit here for some time. It smells like weed out here. I wonder why. That's annoying. Oh my god, it smells awful out here, and I don't know why. Dash camera view up ahead. Just a beautiful storm. We're just a little too close to it, honestly. Because we're so close, we're not seeing a lot of that structure. If we backed off about 3-4 miles, we'd be able to see more, but I don't want to get too far away from it, because if it does do something, I want to get right up in there. But thanks everyone who's a supporter. Appreciate our YouTube channel members, our super chatters, and those who send PayPal tips through seethestorm.net. We do utilize all of your contributions to upgrade the stream. Yeah, we're going to be storm chasing tomorrow. I'm not sure where from, either Minnesota or Kansas. There's 2 target areas tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure where. But it is a beautiful day to be out here in the middle of nowhere. Really is the middle of nowhere out here. No, that's just, there's a reflection of something. I don't know what it is. I think it's my glasses on the windshield up there. And looking off to the west, all that back there is, oh my god, there's a bee. Get the hell out of here. All that over there is outflow driven. Let's see, still have a connection? We do. Not the best of all connections, but we have a connection. Really, actually, not a whole lot happening with this storm right now. Alright, I'm moving those. Pretty sure those are my glasses. I'm moving them. Because that is kind of ruining the shot. That's a paper towel roll. There we go. I have no idea where we're going to go tonight. I think, howdy. How's it going? No, probably some big hail, though. Yeah, 2-inch or so. Probably got anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Maybe a little more. Yeah, you got a little bit of time. It's moving pretty slow. Well, it should move southeast, so we're going to be on the kind of the outside edge of it here. Yeah, if you go that way, you'll completely clear it. Like, Highway 29 will probably be the western extent of it. Yeah. Well, it's dumping hail up there right now in Harrison, so it is weakening though, it looks like, so you may just, I mean, you could go that way, and if it gets crappy, you could just drive back south, but no, not really. It doesn't look like it. But if you go back to 29 where it curves north, I'd probably be okay there. As long as you're on that side of this wall of precip coming. Well, good luck. Yep. Yeah, I don't really have a good answer for this guy. I don't think there's really a good place to go for him. Poor guy. Storm's approaching quick. Yeah, I think we got a little bit of time here before the big hail, though, guys. This is a slow mover. Really, really photogenic storm. Well, I shouldn't say really photogenic, but it is definitely pretty. Let's see if I can get a picture. I don't know if it's not. iPhone just isn't doing too well out here. Some lightning or thunder, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for tomorrow, folks, but we'll figure that out here in a couple of hours. Shoot, I've got old radar data. What? Oh, that's why. Shit. Well, I told that guy really piss poor information because I didn't realize that my iPad disconnected from the internet. Whoops. Yep, the storm is basically about here, so that 10 to 20 minutes I told him is absolute garbage. Whoops. Well, not much we can do about it. I mean, visually the storm is here, but on radar it looked like it was a lot farther away. What a pretty sight, though. We'll get ourselves turned around and start moving south to keep up with this thing. Out. Actually, we need to put in reverse. people by here. I want to get spun around. I'll take that east road. It's going to be a dead zone, I'll tell you what. Not anything I can do about it, though. It's going to be a dead zone. But hopefully as we get east a little bit, maybe we'll get out ahead of this a little bit. Maybe in about 3-4 miles we'll get a better satellite connection. dirt road. So I don't know how I feel about this. As long as we stay ahead of the rain, we should be good. Doesn't look like it gets too bad though. See, it's the ditches. It does have the road does have ditches on each side, so it's probably okay even when it is wet. It's the ones that are completely flat and have zero drainage whatsoever that you have to be careful with, aka Kansas and the Texas Panhandle. But this appears to have a way for the water to drain, so I'm not too careful worried. I think it's meant to be a gravel road, but it's just so old. I think it's turning more dirt, so it does have a pretty decent base to it.
Wyoming, and now Vera. Here are the 4 p.m. conditions for selecting the Nebraska Panhandle sites. Chandler, east of Cloudy. The temperature was 65 degrees. The dew point was 53.
is not a bad spot, right? Hold on here. You're on the front camera. There's the back camera. Let me get out and see if I can get that 360 camera up, potentially.
The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roof, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Fort Robinson Campground. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties: Sioux, Nebraska. This is a severe thunderstorm message for the following counties in Nebraska: Fox Butte, Dawes, Garden, Morrill, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux, and the following counties in South Dakota: Fall River and Oglala Lakota, and the following counties in Wyoming, Goshen, and Niobrara. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 689, effective until 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. This watch includes the following.
Yeah, I just don't think we're going to have the best view with the 360 camera up there. Tell you what, though, sure is pretty. As this storm gets a little bit closer, we'll start to see some more contrast.
Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent,
No, this storm is probably not going to tornado.
rapidly changing weather conditions.
Probably not going to tornado. Here's a look at it on radar. We're right here. The camera's looking up in there. We'll probably take this road east, may have to go south, and then east again. Eventually. We got plenty of time, though. Severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for the entire area, though. Hold on. Howdy. No, there might be some big hail in there, but it'll probably pass just a little north of here. Yeah, so you should be okay, hopefully. Probably. I don't know how much, though. Yeah, I bet you will. Alright, see you. Yeah, this is not a tornadic storm by any means. Big hailer, I agree. Yeah, tomorrow I'm kind of leaning toward the northern target. We'll just sit here and observe for a few minutes. The storm's lost a little bit of its structure, hasn't it? It looked a little bit prettier here at the beginning of the stream. Not necessarily super impressed right now. I'm looking at a little bit of model data for tomorrow. It's just dead still out here, too. Yeah, this is not. So hold on here. Can you see my? I'm trying to. No, I can't really point. God damn it. Right in the center of the screen there, just to the left of that that clear spot. Just barely. I'm sorry. Just barely to the right of the vertical center line in the screen there. Looks like maybe a wall cloud attempt, but it's a little bit far away. It's tough to tell. Give us a couple of minutes here. Maybe it'll start to appear a little bit better. Yeah, starting to be able to make out a little bit more definition in there. Starting to lose our satellite connection, as expected. The storm's getting close. Tornado warning in Iowa, go figure. It's trying to reorganize in there, I think. We better move along here. There's a bunch of cars coming, and I really don't want to get stuck behind a bunch of storm chasers because we're at the head of the line here. been extended downstream. can see that. There is a wall cloud lowering back in there. Almost the center of the screen there. It's that big dark blob. Not too terribly concerned about it though. Hazard on this is still 2-inch hail. Inside the Radar Omega app. If you are new here, you may want to check out our website as well, seethestorm.net. It's got all of our social media links on there and the ways that you can help support our channel. Continue following this here for a while. There's really no other storm to be of concern about. Cloud back in there. It's kind of crappy looking though. We'll go north a little bit. Here's that paved road coming up. Let's go see what it looks like. Have to come back south, but I want to get up in here and get a little bit closer. We've gotten the far away shots. Let's try to see if we can get something a little closer. Hail size on this down to 1.5 inches. right here. How's that? We'll just sit and watch for a minute. Try to level out the camera a bit. There we go. All right, everybody. Well, there's really not much happening here. There's some a lot of this is going to be outflow coming through. There's really not much. Maybe some strong winds behind this. There's probably some hail back up in there too. Probably going to want to get back south and go east. Eventually get to 385. South to Mars land and then go east, I guess. Alright guys, I'm probably going to turn around and start doing that south option. Okay. Yeah, we're going to prepare to go south. See, here's my thinking. So here's our ginormous hail core. It's probably got about 1 inch or 1 to 2 inch hail in it. And go back south to Mars land, and then we can go east to 385, and if we need to, we can go back south. So we've got a couple of pretty decent options. So we'll get moving here as soon as the Sunday drivers get by. Everybody seems to be doing about 20 under the speed limit out here today. Alright, come on. Now we got traffic from the opposite direction. God dang it. There we go. I was afraid we weren't going to get a break in traffic. There's a whole line of cars coming back there. At least they have their headlights on. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we'll drop south. Hail core here, but I don't... Hail could be up to 1.5 inches according to the National Weather Service. But looking at the hail core, maybe could exceed that a little bit, but Turning with no blinker. Round of applause. Fantastic. Super chat. Welcome back. Love our east option up here pretty quick. Starting to look a little bit unhealthy, guys. I think this storm is on an overall weakening trend. Almost to that east option. Be able to pretty much keep going east as long as needed. Got a couple of north options here too. If anything crazy happens. I was looking up ahead. I thought it turned to mud, but no, it's good. It's good. might have screwed up. We need to go back the way we came. This thing's, I think this thing's about to weaken and drop south. So let's go back the way we came. I'm starting to get the feeling this thing's about to start to fall apart and then probably dive a little bit south. So we'll go back to that way we came and then take that south option. So instead of going east, then south, we'll go south and then east. Take a quick look at it here, though. All right. Come on, car. Severe thunderstorm warning is remaining in effect. 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1.5-inch hail. Pushing a lot of rain and maybe some hail. See, this is what irritates me. Here we are stopped in the middle of the road. Like, pull over, guys. Jesus. Alright, so this should be our right turn. Be on my bumper. Yep, that is correct. With high beams on. Pretty view though. Really not a whole lot going on. There's not a lot to explain right now. Pretty much, this storm's kind of blowing itself out, folks. So a lot of outflow dominance happening here. Really no, not really much surface-based warm inflow. Not really expecting a tornado risk. In fact, I think the hail risk itself is going to start to really go down. Alright, well, if this guy stops in the middle of the road again, we'll just go back around him. I'm sorry, guys. I just get so sick and tired of chasers that have, like, no courtesy at all. Like, when there's a tornado on the ground and stuff, like, that's fine. I get it. I do. I really do. But, just some of the behavior out here when there's absolutely nothing happening and it gets really stupid. I see a lot of it that doesn't get picked up on the camera. I saw this vehicle doing a lot of it earlier that wasn't picked up on camera. They don't even have they have one working brake light. Seriously? Passes this guy, about runs him off the road. That's cool. Just run that guy off the road. I'm sure he appreciated that. God, I wish I was on the front camera at that time. He goes to pass this white Subaru and like about pushes him in the ditch. Like, dude, grow up. Storm can survive for sunset. If it does, it very well could be extra nice to look at. Probably gonna end up going down here toward, is it Hemmingford? Down there off Highway 2 near the intersection of Highway 385. Thanks again, Darla. This storm is weakening, absolutely. It actually has been for about the past hour. But I appreciate all of our loyal viewers, guys and girls. Like I said last night, it takes a lot of work. A lot of like mental willpower, I guess, to do this, and the financials too. But on top of the finances, it's tough to do all this. So I appreciate, I guess, the positive encouragement that we get. I know our moderators do as well. Photogenic decaying storm here as we move south. Definitely consider subscribing. We've surpassed 100,000. We're at 107,000 something. But the more subscribers we have, the more people we can reach. Look at this, you can barely see that storm back in there now. Once we get down here to Highway 2, we'll go east, get another visual on it. Most likely, unless the forecast busts, there'll most likely be some sort of a live stream tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure where I'll be. Like I said, it could be Minnesota, which I would prefer because it's closer. To go south. I don't know, and I'm gonna have to decide soon because we've got that's a totally different route that I would need to take. They dropped the severe warning on this thing. They just reissued it, never mind. It expired and then they just reissued.
The National Weather Service in Cheyenne has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for north central Box Butte County in the Panhandle of Nebraska, south central Dawes County in the Panhandle of Nebraska until 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 5:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Box Butte Campground, or 26 miles southwest of Chapron, moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include golf ball-sized hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Severe weather has been reported by the public. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Box Butte Campground and Box Butte Dam. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The storm is producing large hail. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Large hail and damaging winds and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the following counties in Nebraska, Box Butte, and Dawes.
Let's see, we had a tornado in Iowa today. She went to Iowa. Off to the north, folks. Probably in about 5-10 minutes we'll have a little better view. Just got to work our way east. storm's pretty much, it's pretty well spent, I think. But it could re-intensify here. Nice wide shot there, that break in the low-level cloud. You can see the updraft tower behind it, the big bright white cloud. You can literally see our entire storm in the frame right now. Been the only storm out here today too. There was a couple other little ones that pulsed up and down earlier, but this has been really the only long track persistent supercell. The target today was pretty obvious. Last night they actually had the entire, almost the entire state of South Dakota at a slight risk, but they completely took that out. This thing really kind of fell apart quick, but you know, it's not done yet. Sometimes when the sun starts to go down, these things will reinvigorate a little bit. That's why I always hate to give up early. Storm in frame.
Scott Bluff, Sheridan, and the following counties in South Dakota, Fall River and Wyoming, Dakota, and the following counties in Wyoming, Goshen and Alberta.
K-band.
Launch number 689, effective until
Is that a
9
speed
p.m.
sign up here?
daylight time. This watch includes the following counties in Nebraska, Montague, Dawes, Garden, Laurel, Scotts Bluff, Sheridan, and Sioux, and the following counties in South Dakota, Fall River and Wyoming, Dakota, and the following counties in Wyoming, Goshen and Alberta. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in close to the watch area. While severe weather should remain alert to rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later stages
Alright, we
and
should have
warning.
our
To know a weather
north
radio,
option up here.
commercial radio, intelligence output, or internet sources for the latest severe weather
Somewhere right
information.
around here.
Here are the 5 p.m. conditions for selected Nebraska Panhandle sites. At Chambers.
It's a nice little community, it looks like. No stop signs here at all? What the heck? I'll go north just a little bit just to see what this thing looks like. Evaporating. We'll go up another road or two and then probably go east. We'll go east. Oops, it's right here. Thought it was up a ways yet. Continue on for a while, just in case. Kind of like last night, how we almost ended the stream and then there was a tornado warning. something else, though. So your thunderstorm watch is still in effect. You could still see something else, so it's not quite over yet. Not quite, anyway. Get up here to Highway 385, make a decision. Sit and observe for a minute. We've got no traffic behind us.
For the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging wind in and close to the watched area. While severe weather may not be imminent,
Probably going to go north. I think if we go chase the northern target tomorrow, I think it'll take me across Nebraska on 20. So we'll just go north, keep up with this for a little bit since it's pretty. Oh shoot, this wasn't 385. God damn. Okay, well we'll go back east at this T and then we'll go north. That was my bad. I'm gonna pull over for a minute. That actually looks nice. We'll just sit and observe for a minute or two. I'm not gonna spend all day here, but that's pretty enough to look at for a minute, I guess.
The wind was southeast at 9. It started bluff. The temperature was 71. The wind was east at 15. At 50, the temperature was 70. The wind was southeast at 2.
I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do for tomorrow still. Oh God. All right, allow me to take a peek here at tomorrow. Could go to Sioux City tonight. Looking at all options and trying to see what it might take here to get to each target area and such. So if I go way east tonight, definitely get south of me to 6. Let's see. I still have to count on my finger just because I'm bad at math. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I could head, I could actually plan for the northern target, which I think is probably what it's going to be. I can plan for the northern target, and if it ends up being the southern target, you know, if we need to change plans, should easily be able to get back down to that southern target. Where is the northern target? Could be anywhere from central Minnesota into southern Iowa, maybe parts of Nebraska. I'll be honest with you, I don't want to start calling too many locations out because things are pretty fluid still. That's why I'm sitting along a state highway or U.S. highway watching a storm completely evaporate. Look at this storm. Look at it die. We've been on this darn near from when it began. We don't have the 0Z model data yet. I'm going to look at the NAM. I'm actually not a big HRRR fan. I'm going to look at the high-resolution NAM for tomorrow. There's still a tornado warning near Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Are you freaking kidding me? Don't worry, guys. There's a tornado warning, 2 hours from my house, but I'm in Nebraska with a rain shower. I'll point the camera a little bit north. There we go. Yeah, there's like nothing left of this thing. Yeah, yesterday was a good chase. Wasn't exactly what I expected. I thought that storm was going to produce a tornado on several occasions, but it just didn't. Yeah, guys, here's the problem. Tomorrow looks like it could be very messy. Messy storm mode. Damn. Even that southern target down there in southeast Kansas, northeast Oklahoma, that could almost be a little bit messy too. I don't know, guys. It's a tough choice. There is a slight risk down in Dallas the day after tomorrow, but yeah, it doesn't look. It didn't look that great. It's one of those events that I think if we miss out on, we're not going to be too disappointed. Yeah, it has been kind of a weird season. Take a look here at the SPC. Here's the outlook for tomorrow. Enhanced risk down there, northeast Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, southwest Missouri. But that's primarily driven by the wind risk there, that 30% wind risk. There's a possibility of 2-inch or larger hail in most of that slight risk, even up into Iowa, as notated by that black area. And then actually the greatest tornado threat is southwest Minnesota into west central Iowa. We'll probably get a little 5% area added down there to northeast Oklahoma, southeast Kansas. I think they probably will do that tonight, so I think they'll even those out. Day 3, here's that slight risk down there in Dallas, but it's just no significant risk on it. And, I would like to get down there for that. It's possible that if tomorrow, even if we pick the northern target, if we do end up ending the day, let's say near southern Iowa, we could still make that Dallas target. For example, what's that town? Well, hold on here. For example, Kansas City. So if we ended in southern Iowa, could still make it down there by Sunday. It'd be a 7-hour drive. So we'll see what happens. I'm not promising anything yet. In fact, I really have no clue what I'm doing. What I do know is I probably will go east here shortly. Probably going to take Highway 20 across. I need to look and see if it makes any more sense to take I-80 though. want to try to run into somewhere that has something to eat. We'll just sit here and enjoy our sunset for a little while, though. We've only used about a third of a tank of gas on this chase. I'm kind of surprised. The big question is tomorrow, is it going to be western Iowa or parts of Minnesota? Because if it was going to be more of an Iowa event, I'd probably go down and take Interstate 80. That's the tough thing on days like this. You know, these convective models are great, but they're also not great. Yeah, these bimodal setups like we have tomorrow are never really fun. So you always worry about being on the wrong target. So that's my big decision. Am I going to go on go up to 20, which is only go a half an hour before we get on 20, and go over and go to Sioux City, or do you go down to 80 and go to Omaha? I don't know, but I'm going to give myself like 15 minutes to figure it out. Welcome to my life. Yeah, I think we're going to go, we're definitely going to go for that northern target. Oh boy. So anyway, thanks for following along, folks. So we'll keep it active here for a little bit. Watch the sunset. It's kind of pretty. I'm actually time-lapsing this with the 360 camera. SPC will not put out the day 1 outlook until midnight, so that's not going to be a whole lot of help to us, unfortunately. It's been a busy couple of days. It was kind of overall, though, everything was came in a little bit underperformed here. You know, I thought, you know, I started mentioning this. When was that? What day was it that we were in New Mexico and Texas? Gosh darn it! Let me go back and look. I've got location history on with Google, so I can go back and see where I was. Was that Sunday? No. Saturday? No, that's not. Yeah? No. Friday? Last Friday, 1 week ago, is when we had that chase in the northwest Texas Panhandle, and you probably heard me mention that we'd probably have a storm chase, you know, every day this coming week, and it sounded like we were going to have some pretty significant events. In fact, today was supposed to be a significant day, but here we are. And we're looking at a rain shower that's not even really on radar anymore, if that tells you much. Monday looks like, yeah, and then it was Monday that we had that kind of half-ass storm chase around sunset. Wasn't much to go after, though. I mean, it's been, there's been stuff to chase this week, but really, there hasn't been anything really noteworthy, which kind of surprises me, because I really thought that we were actually going to have at least one significant day out of it. I mean, yesterday I would say was probably the best day out of all of them so far, intensity-wise. No, today wasn't really as expected either. I'll be honest with you, well, I guess it kind of was. I'll be honest with you, I kind of figured today was going to be a little bit of a wash. I knew the tornado threat probably wasn't going to be there. The temperatures were really cool this morning. Really cool temperatures, and I think that really hurt our overall severe risk. In fact, right now, you know, we're sitting at like 64-ish degrees, and that put a damper on the severe weather potential. This storm was pretty promising when it was coming into Nebraska from the Wyoming side, but I don't know. I'll keep the stream going here until 6:40, so another 13 minutes here unless something changes, because I'm going to be sitting here for at least another 10 minutes or so, letting this wrap up. But you know, tomorrow could be kind of a flop as well. It's possible that the northern mode could get really messy, and when you get these linear segments, that stuff just doesn't materialize like you would expect. Get competing updrafts, and sloppy storm modes just don't equal. They just don't equal anything too great. So I don't know. It's anybody's guess. I'm actually really impressed how quick this thing fell apart. I think there was a bit of a stable layer here. The sun did come out today, but it just wasn't enough to heat everything up the way it needed to. But it's good to have days like this, though. You know, you can kind of take your time with. Yeah, if you look at Radar Omega, this thing's gone. Nothing anymore. It's not even really raining. Alright, I'm finalizing my route. Basically trying to figure out where there's food and such. So as I do that, one final thank you to everybody who participated in the stream last night, or tonight. Especially our super chatters and our channel members and PayPal contributors and Radar Omega viewers. Yeah, thanks, Darla. I think I caught you in there again. Alright, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Alright, everybody, I hope you all have a fantastic night. Thanks again for riding along. And there will most likely be a stream tomorrow. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't. Not sure where. Probably up north here, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks again for riding along.